Shadow. What are you?
Do you know me? Do you know what I am? Do you want to know my name?
Tell me.
This is what I am called. I am called Glad of War, Grim, Raider, and Third. I am One-Eye. I am also called Highest and True Guesser. I am Grimnir and the Hooded One. I am All-Father, Gondlier, One-Bearer. I have as many names as there are winds, as many titles as there are ways to die. My ravens are Yugin and Moon in thought and memory. My wolves are Fakey and Gary. My horse is the gallows. I am Odin!
When audiences discuss memorable portrayals of Odin, the names of Sir Anthony Hopkins in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Sam Neill in fantasy often come to mind. Yet one performance that deserves equal recognition is Ian McShane in the television adaptation of American Gods. Although this version of Odin differs significantly from the one found in the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda, McShane captures many of the gods' defining qualities in ways that feel remarkably authentic. His Odin is not a shining king seated upon a golden throne. Instead, he is an aging wanderer, a schemer, a storyteller, and above all, a survivor. It is perhaps the closest modern television has come to portraying Odin as he appears throughout much of Norse mythology. A god hidden in plain sight. One of Odin's oldest names is Grimnir, meaning the Hooded One, or the Masked One. Throughout Norse mythology, Odin constantly disguises himself. He wanders Midgard dressed as an old traveller, testing the hospitality of strangers, seeking wisdom from ordinary people, and manipulating events without revealing who he truly is. Ian McShane captures this perfectly. His Odin never appears larger than life. Instead, he dresses as an elderly man in worn suits and long coats. At first glance, he could be mistaken for an ordinary drifter. Yet every smile, every glance, every careful chosen word hints that something far greater lies beneath the surface. This reflects the myths far more accurately than many grander depictions of Odin. Wisdom above strength. Unlike Thor, Odin rarely solves problems through brute force. His greatest weapon is his mind. Throughout mythology, Odin wins battles through planning, manipulation, negotiation, sacrifice, and foresight. He understands that knowledge is often more powerful than swords. McShane embodies this philosophy beautifully. His Odin is always thinking several moves ahead. Conversations become chess matches. Every alliance has another purpose. Every kindness may conceal another layer of strategy. Watching him feels less like watching a warrior and more like watching a master tactician. That is Odin. The master storyteller. One aspect of Odin is often overlooked is his love of stories. He is the god of poetry, inspiration, knowledge and wisdom. He won the meed of poetry through deception and daring, bringing inspiration to gods and humanity alike. McShane's voice becomes one of his greatest strengths. He doesn't simply speak dialogue. He tells stories. Whether delivering a speech, recounting ancient history, or persuading another character, he speaks with the confidence of someone who has lived for thousands of years. There is warmth when needed, menace when required, and humour sprinkled throughout. You believe that this man has witnessed civilization's rise and fall. Charisma worth following. Odin is not merely wise, he is charismatic. Kings, heroes, poets and warriors followed him, not because they were forced to, but because they believed in him. McShane possesses that same magnetic quality. Even when Odin lies, and he often does, you understand why others continue to trust him. He radiates confidence without shouting. He commands attention without demanding it. That effortless charisma is one of Ian McShane's greatest gifts as an actor. Morally complex. Modern audiences often expect heroes to be entirely good and villains entirely evil. The Odin of Norse mythology is neither. He is capable of compassion. He is capable of cruelty. He sacrifices others for what he believes is the greater good. He breaks promises. He keeps impossible ones. He seeks peace but prepares endlessly for war. Ian McShane embraces every contradiction. His Odin is charming one moment, ruthless the next. Sometimes you admire him. Sometimes you question him. Sometimes you fear him. This complexity makes him feel authentic. The myths never portray Odin as perfect. Neither does McShane. The weight of age. One of the most convincing aspects of McShane's performance is that Odin genuinely feels ancient. Not simply old. Ancient. There is a difference. He moves with confidence rather than haste. He speaks as someone who has seen every type of human behaviour countless times before. There is exhaustion beneath the confidence. He carries centuries upon his shoulders. That weariness is deeply fitting for Odin. After all, this is a god who sacrificed an eye for wisdom, hung himself upon Yggdrasil to discover the runes, and spends every day preparing for a battle he knows he cannot truly be won. McShane allows the audience to feel that burden without ever needing to explain it. A different but faithful interpretation. It is important to remember that American Gods is not a direct retelling of Norse mythology. It is a modern fantasy, inspired by ancient belief. Its Odin exists in today's world, sustained by memory and belief rather than ruling Asgard. Because of this, McShane's Odin naturally differs from the medieval sources. Yet beneath the modern clothing remains the same core figure. A wanderer, a seeker of wisdom, a master manipulator, a gifted storyteller, a god who understands sacrifice better than anyone. Those qualities remain unmistakably Odin. The voice of Odin, if there is one feature that truly elevates McShane's performance, is his voice. It's rich, confident, commanding, and occasionally playful. His delivery makes every line feel significant. You can imagine this Odin stand before Viking kings in a smoky longhouse, inspiring warriors before battle, or whispering forgotten truths to wandering poets. His voice alone carries the authority of legend. Legacy. Ian McShane may not wear a horned helmet or gleaming armour. He does not throw lightning or sit upon a magnificent throne. Instead, he portrays something far more interesting. He portrays Odin as he often appears in myths, a traveller walking unnoticed among humanity, gathering knowledge, spinning stories, making impossible bargains, and quietly shaping the fate of the world. That subtlety is precisely why his performance has become so beloved among fans of American gods. Conclusion. Ian McShane's Odin succeeds because he understands that true power does not always announce itself. His Odin is intelligent rather than flashy, mysterious rather than theatrical, and persuasive rather than forceful. He captures the god's endless hunger for wisdom, his gift for storytelling, his talent for manipulation, and the melancholy of a being who has lived through countless ages while always looking toward an uncertain future. For many viewers, Sir Anthony Hopkins remains the noble king of Asgard, but Ian McShane gives us something rarer, the wandering allfather of the old stories, the one who walks the roads of Midgard in disguise, seeking knowledge wherever it may be found. It is a performance that reminds us why Odin has fascinated people for over 1,000 years, and why Ian McShane deserves to be counted among the finest actors ever to bring the Allfather to life. And it was a real tragedy for the series to be cancelled despite its popularity.
When people first came to America, they brought us with them. Me, Loki, Thor, Nancy, the Lion God, all of you. We rode in their minds and took root. But gradually they abandoned us for a better deal. Our true believers passed away or stopped believing, left us to fend for ourselves, to get by on what little smidgens of belief or worship we could find. And that's what we've done. We've gotten by. We live in cracks at the edges of society. Old, forgotten gods. But there are new gods growing in America. They've already replaced us. Now they want to destroy us completely and